Hi everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading if you're new, and great to see you back. If you're back, we're gonna do right now a message for just clarity in general with the full moon coming and this eclipses and this crazy time, of emotions. Right now I'm at the spot that I chose for this reading that I was guided to, and it's a pretty cool chill spot in nature. Yeah, the birds are very active. Today I saw a hummingbird, which was adaptability right to any situation, and I think that's a very important message for the collective right now. So with that, I'll leave you and choose your group. I'll see you there. Hi, group 1. I am shuffling as I was guided to as I record this because I think it's important to get spontaneous. You got the King of Wands. This already tells me that it's about very proactive energy that you're going to have to encounter at this full moon. Maybe it's about something that you've been indecisive about. I'm feeling with this card it might have to do with carrying out a plan about a business, about a project or whatever, because it's very like the fire element for this King of Wands. It's very just action oriented, and then this is the King. I'm gonna take it as your masculinity, which is the planning, the organizing, and the daily routine that you need to apply to yourself to actually let your feminine take over, and create without all that noise that is around and nowadays in the world. So let's get you a animal spirit card. Please clarify the King of Wands spirit. What is it for the highest harmony, highest good for group 1? Clarify King of Wands with the spirit animal card, please, for group 1. Okay. Bat. Okay. So got the bat then. We got the air element and the full moon here, so I would say yes. This is totally have to do with the full moon, even though this is timeless, whenever you encounter it. And full moon is equal to a release time period for you. So if you see this after the full moon, then that is the time that you need to release something in order to, execute this King of Wands energy, which is going to take you up, and focus on it, on the whatever goal you're setting. Well, darkness, letting go, death, letting rebirth. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is totally about the full moon, about letting go, about letting things die. Maybe for you it has to do with some relationships. I think some of you have been really on the ethereal with the air element here. Maybe some of you have been dreaming about past friend circles, exes, whatever, people that you used to know, old jobs too, old co-workers. All of that I'm getting for you. And if you are into like maybe, I need reconciliation, I need closure from this relationship that I just left and I never got it, then I would suggest to not do it and let it die and rebirth with this card, because it says when in balance, adapts and adjusts and accepts. Yeah, wow, I could not be making this up with the adaptability that I mentioned in the intro of this video for the global collective topic, right? And it's about adapting to whatever. If you're dreaming and if people are seeking you from the past and you're like, I send you love, but yeah, I don't want to talk to you. You took too much work and shadow work to heal, to get to where you are, independently of whatever people think of you, independently of whatever, how much work you did according to other people's judgment. You know what you went through, that you went through a lot, and now you're getting what you deserved, what you really wish and desire for. So don't give anyone access to you. I would suggest this is about that with the King of Wands. I think that's distracting you from your focal point, from going and acting and shaking your magic wand, and invoking with the fire element of alchemy, which is what starts things, what transforms things. And an advice in this card with the bat is to watch the sunrise, to watch from the twilight, el crepúsculo, al amanecer, and to really watch what you needed to let go, because every day is a new day that you let go something. Every day the beautiful Mama Earth lets go, right? She lets go of the night and all of those things that are underneath the surface, and she lets a new day rebirth with the Sun card. The path becomes swiftly encouraging to us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So yeah, some of you have been lingering in the past, or people have been thinking about you, and it gets to you and you dream about it or you think about it. So let's get you finally a card of my Marine deck, which is going to be an oracle advice for you. Please, Spirit, for group number 1, what advice? What advice is group number 1 trying to hear right now? Vulnerability. And right now I'm feeling like, whoa, all of this sensitivity that I'm very tactile. I feel and I listen to things. And right now I'm feeling it around my third eye chakra, which includes the nose, the smell, and this part, whatever you are touching. When you smell a rose, that is your third eye. And I'm getting with the vulnerability, you need to see that it's okay to let those emotions out, to be like, oh yes, I'm sad that this person is not in my life anymore, but moving on, like, and even if it takes you a year or so to get over it, it's okay. And you can actually take years to get over someone as you're moving on, as not even giving energy to this event that happened, this past job or whatever, people. The vulnerability invites you to cry over it if you need to, moving on. So taking that proactive step, right? If you need to write a letter, if you need to start your art, your painting or whatever, just do it. But give some time to give that, like the cry out or whatever, because if you maintain it and if you resist it, you're not gonna be able to let go and let it have its complete death that it shall so have, and for you to rebirth a new space to co-create, with this vulnerability card. You co-create with your King of Wands and your vulnerability, which is your feminine, your being fluidity and letting yourself express emotions and channel, move it, whatever, and then keep on going. So that's all I have for you, group number 1. Thank you for watching, and comment please whatever resonates. See ya. Hi, group number 2. We're gonna shuffle as we pick today, because I want to be as transparent as possible in my practice, and this helps me to get better too. So let's do it. And if you think that, for example, the message that is going to be applied to you right now has little to do with your situation, you can pick another pile, or you can see it a totally different way of being, like a totally different perspective. Instead of thinking that, oh, I'm so worried about my partner right now, and you get a job and career card, then apply it to it. There's different ways you can apply it, because you got the Tower. The Tower is about conflict. It's about you moving on to accept the chaos coming down to you. I'm getting for this specifically. It might not be like super chaotic, like, oh fuck, I'm getting fired from my job, but I am getting a career vibe for you. And if this is something like, oh, I thought this was my adventure, I thought this was my journey, my job that I was gonna stay on, then think twice, because something might seem really comfortable. And as I say, adaptability at the beginning of this intro, if you didn't watch it, it's going to be the topic for all of the readings that I received from Spirit. And this means that you might need to reconsider and reassess your, how do you say it, like your pros and cons of the place that you're at right now. Because it might seem like everything's going well, but something deep inside you tells you, like, this doesn't fulfill me. Why am I grumpy? Or why am I jealous of this other person? Or why am I, resentful about these things of the past? That job and that place is not serving you if you're getting all of these emotions. Might not have anything to do, but it does. Like your daily life and whatever you do often, even if like daily, your job or whatever project, your art, and if it's not putting you in a state of calmness and peace, even if it's not monetarily very given, like que les da varo, it doesn't even have to do anything with that. You can make $5 a day and be really happy and joyful, and everything else is gonna click. All the other abundance outside of you, it's gonna be attracted by your gratefulness, and because you're doing what you love, and because you're helping the world. Some of you, I'm getting that you have like this self-doubts, and you could help a lot of people, but you're deciding not to, because you're caring too much about the monetary exchange. For example, some of you might be doing some business or whatever, and you think that because it's giving you a lot of grind, it's for you, but it's not, because it's making you feel like shit inside. And if you can reconsider, for example, going back to whatever you enjoyed as a kid, but you're like, oh no, but I'm not good enough at teaching theater, acting for little kids. You are helping the world, because that is like therapy. We all need to express our emotions, and nobody taught us shit about it. So like if you are working, for example, with younger generations that are going to be our future generations, you are saving the world. I'm seeing here that you can give from you a lot of knowledge to the world, and even though it might not be like really monetarily big, everything's gonna align for you. You won't even have to worry about paying bills, because everything's gonna align when you do what it's meant for your soul. Let's get another card for you. Spirit, what animal spirit do you wanna give to group number 2? Animal spirit for group number 2. Animal spirit for group number 2. For the Tower. Animal spirit for the Tower for group number 2. Okay, some here. Sea serpent. It's very, very ethereal. Ethereal because it's an ether element, The sea serpent. And it's biting its own tail. Wow. Let's check out what it says. But I'm seeing a lot of once again letting go and adapting to new stuff. As the cycle ends, the cycle begins. Like the infinite sense of things with the sea serpent. And it says healing emotional wounds, expressing desire. So yeah, what's your real desire? Do you really want to be out there grinding and, I don't know, try to change people's body or something? Maybe you're a gym trainer or something. Yes, it's very helpful, but what makes you happy? What makes you burst in joy? Do you really want to be doing that to make other people feel better about themselves? When in reality, they don't accept themselves fully as they are, as they came to this world, physically. I am feeling for a certain number of you. The sea serpent represents an energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire the most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness to heal our wounds. So as I was saying, if you're in this career path or whatever, and maybe you're a salesperson and you're trying to sell something, but you know deep down inside you that you're doing it for the money, not really to help them. They believe they're being helped. They like how that new piece of clothes looks on them, right? They like how the superficial layers only. They don't go deep inside of their soul and heart. And seeing that to really heal, you need a lot of work. Some of you are half-assing it. I'm just gonna say it. Half-assing the shadow work and healing by skipping steps and just basically like getting plastic surgery instead of really working on why do I feel like shit about certain parts of my body, you know? Why do I feel like I hate myself? What's really the trauma? Go back to your childhood, even though it's gonna be hard. What happened that you never assessed that it's been hurting your other relationships and pushing people away from you because they feel how dense and heavy you are? And we can become so toxic when we don't address that. We believe, oh, it's the past, it's already done. But if we're still feeling resentful feelings, like I said at the beginning of your reading, it just matches what I'm just reading here. That you need forgiveness to let your wounds heal. And if you need to assess and talk to someone or talk to the person that hurt you, then do so. And then you let go. The sea serpent is very about emotional wounds, and as you can see, the color blue water, which is the element of emotions, is very abundant here. So let's just get a final clarification with my oracle here. Clarification for the sea serpent, please. Clarification for the sea serpent for group number 2. Clarification for the group number 2 for sea serpent. Thank you. Healing. Okay, this could not be even more clear. Spirit is this just putting it in our faces, right? There needs to be addressing of whatever hurt you, and it can be from past relationships from a few years ago, and it can be all the way back to 20 years ago in your childhood. It can be that far. So just really think about it, because you need to stop skipping steps, going from here, this really big wound, to here, and want to like be successful and abundant and have a partner that loves you. I don't know, have a family or whatever you want, you know, like having a pet and having your boyfriend live with you or whatever, girlfriend, etc. You need to address these steps and stop wondering, why does nobody want to be with me? Or why did these people stop talking to me? Or why can't I just have a stable, honest partner? Because you're skipping steps. And it's pretty clear that you are in a state right now where you need to adapt to really big change, and it's triggering all this trauma from the past. And with the Tower, it's gonna feel like crack you were breaking into, but trust me, something good is coming out of this breaking through, you know? And you're gonna be fine. You have that fire to transform. You just need to leave your pride behind and talk about it. Talk about your healing and be okay, with being really seen as, if anything, weak. Let people think you're weak. Fuck it. You only have one life. You don't have much time to do this, These steps that honestly, it never ends for any of us, but you can actually move and keep healing and breaking the stagnancy cycle. Breaking the stagnancy. That's all that matters. Because with the sea serpent going in circles, it's eventually infinite adventure as we reincarnate into these human vessels, little, avatars that we are, and it's up to us. So taking responsibility to actually go and do your healing, right now is the time to let one thing, at least one thing that you have to let go this week. So that's all I have for you. Thank you for tapping in. Let me know if anything resonates in the comments. I would love to know your story or whatever you want to share. Bye. See you next time. Hi, group number 3. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that ability for group number 3. What is it? What is it that you have to know right now? This period of letting go, this period of the full moon. Wow. You got the star. This card just mesmerizes me right away because it's like, has to do with obviously shining in the darkness, shining in your shadow work. What you thought was shameful for you, I'm hearing for you specifically, is going to be your art and your healing service to others. So with the star, you are being reborn again, right? Because a star dies and then it's reborn, and I'm feeling that you're finding out right now, and it's really harsh, and you might be feeling like you want to fucking die, and that you're going through struggles and like, why am I going through all of this? You, my friend, are about to be reborn. And it's so freaking exciting because the star has to do with a lot of art, a lot of performing in front of others, maybe public speaking, expressing your song. As I saw a bird right now, and it let me know that some of you are like singers or bands. The star is also having to do with just this exposure in general. It doesn't even have to be like, if you don't feel comfortable, you're very introverted like me, and you don't want to be in front of people, some of you might be starting like websites, something online that allows you to give your healing service to others without overwhelming all of your empathetic psyche, because you're very empathetic and like very sensitive, and you absorb too much. And yes, you can take care of yourself, you can protect yourself, shield your aura, but there comes a point where your healing work has to be so focused on whatever is real and not not influenced by all the outer world noise, and it has to be really authentic, that it's just easier for you to do it from home. Some of you are gonna work from home. You can, for example, a lot of you are gonna be like teachers, singing teachers, magic teachers online. Yeah, a lot of you are thinking of doing therapy, art teaching. I mean, all of that is therapy, right? All of what I've mentioned is therapy to others, and I think you're about to start helping people online and believing in yourself and your star, that you're being born, that you're like, it doesn't have to be fucking hard in this capitalist system. It doesn't have to be. You can really just hack the matrix and look for spots, free media, that you can share your stuff with people, and you can receive reciprocity, and then turn that into your full-time thing, if you can get what I'm saying. Let's get a spirit animal. Spirit animal for group number 3. Spirit animal for group number 3. Spirit animal for group number 3. Oh my gosh, the Nightingale. That solar remarks the singing part that I was saying. In the book, it says it's about singing specifically. So some of you pay attention to that. You're hearing your soul song, which might be your art, your dance, whatever, and expressing it. You see how it's in the darkness like the star? Yes, you're gonna be born and you're gonna do it. Ooh, it's gonna be awesome. Now, let's get you a final card with the Oracle of Lemuria. Spirit, final advice for the Nightingale and the Star for group number 3. Solar plexus chakra. So yes, which is what I was saying. This is the chakra blocked by shame specifically. So it totally aligns with what I said at the beginning. Some of you think it's shameful what you're doing, that you should work more, that you should do something, theoretical. But no, solar plexus invites you to have your confidence. And invites you to have your confidence and do it and be with it and express it. Express that fire and shine. Having the self-confidence and self-esteem is about it. So that's all I have for you, group number 3. Let me know what resonated in the comments. Thank you so much for visiting. See you next time.